Have you ever noticed how many modern games seem to struggle to capture the same magic as the classics? Sometimes, it feels like the gaming industry has lost a bit of the essence that made old titles so memorable. With that in mind, I've picked out 16 classic games that surpass today's games and are still totally worth playing in 2024. This is Jack speaking, and if you're new around here, welcome to the Play Hunters channel. I bring you daily content so you don't miss a single detail of the gaming universe. If you could subscribe to help me grow, I'd be thrilled. Gamer to gamer. The first game on our list is a must-play for fans of epic adventures. Rise of the Tomb Raider, released in 2015, is one of those games you need to experience if you haven't yet. The story takes players on an epic quest in search of a legendary artifact. With engaging and challenging gameplay, the game offers a blend of tactical combat, exploration, and puzzle solving. The graphics are stunning, immersing players in icy landscapes and ancient ruins. The thrill of uncovering each buried secret is simply unmatched, making it one of the best entries in the series. In addition to the captivating story, the game shines with its upgrade and crafting systems, allowing you to customize weapons and abilities. The combat system is smooth, with a variety of enemies and tactics that keep the action fresh and exciting. The tomb exploration, a hallmark of the series, presents clever challenges and valuable rewards. If you're a fan of single-player games that blend rich storytelling with engaging gameplay, this is one you must play. Next up is Prototype, released in 2009. A game that defies expectations by delivering a frenetic, adrenaline-pumping experience. The plot revolves around a protagonist with mutant abilities, capable of transforming into deadly weapons and taking on the appearance of other people. The feeling of absolute power as you race through the streets of New York, scaling buildings and taking out enemies, is addictive. The freedom of movement and the city's open design create a playground for destruction and exploration. It's one of those games you need to play if you love feeling unstoppable in a chaotic world. Beyond the visceral combat, the game also offers an intriguing narrative full of mysteries and conspiracies. The story unfolds in an engaging manner, with surprising revelations after each completed mission. The skill system allows for deep customization, giving players the chance to shape the protagonist to their playstyle. With a variety of enemies and challenges, the action never feels repetitive. For those who enjoy single-player games with a good dose of action and freedom, this is one of the best in the genre. And if you're looking for a game that offers an immersive, adrenaline-packed experience, Prototype definitely deserves a spot on your list. Now, get ready to dive into the underworld of Hong Kong with Sleeping Dogs. Sleeping Dogs, released in 2012, this is one of those games that surprises you with its depth and intensity. Set in the vibrant streets of Hong Kong, it delivers an immersive experience in the Triad's underworld. The narrative is captivating, filled with twists and drama as the protagonist navigates conflicting loyalties. The hand-to-hand combat system is a highlight, blending fluid martial arts with satisfying counterattack mechanics. The thrill of participating in high-speed car chases and intense shootouts is electrifying. Hong Kong's open world is rich in detail and culture, offering a variety of side activities that keep players engaged. From street races to solving police cases, there's always something to do. The progression system allows for constant upgrades to the character's skills, making the experience even more rewarding. The attention to detail in recreating the city and the diversity of missions make this game one of the best single-player experiences available. For those seeking a game that combines an engaging narrative with diverse gameplay, this is a must-play. And speaking of unforgettable experiences, Skyrim definitely needs to be on this list. Released in 2011, it's a true masterpiece in the RPG world, offering a vast open world full of epic adventures and mysteries to uncover. Even over a decade later, it still stands out as one of the best games you need to play. The freedom it offers is unparalleled, allowing players to pursue any path, from becoming a master of arcane arts to leading guilds of thieves and warriors. Every corner of Skyrim hides secrets and stories that enrich the gaming experience. The combat system is dynamic and adaptable, letting you customize your fighting style with a wide range of weapons, spells, and skills. The character progression is deep, with a skill system that evolves with use, encouraging experimentation and specialization. Additionally, The immersive graphics and soundtrack transport players to a fantasy world that feels alive and vibrant. The atmosphere of Skyrim, with its majestic mountains and lively cities, is something you need to experience. The main narrative is rich and engaging, but it's the countless side quests and interactions with NPCs that really bring the game to life. Every decision can impact the world around you, creating a sense of immersion and real impact. For any single-player game fan, Skyrim is an essential experience. When we're talking about exceptional RPGs, we can't skip The Witcher 3, released in 2015, another game that redefined the genre. It was a landmark in RPGs, raising the bar for storytelling and immersion. Players take on the role of a monster hunter in a vast and detailed world, filled with intriguing quests and complex characters. Every decision made throughout the game can have lasting consequences, making the experience highly personalized and rich. The gameplay blends fluid combat, strategic use of potions and magical signs, and exploration of a vibrant world teeming with life and danger. The combat system is intuitive but offers enough depth to keep even the most seasoned players engaged. Additionally, character progression allows for detailed customization, adapting skills and equipment to suit your preferred playstyle. Stunning graphics and an evocative soundtrack complement the atmosphere, transporting players to a fantasy land where each village and forest has its own stories and secrets. It's one of the best single-player games you should play if you haven't already. The main storyline is epic, but it's the side quests and interactions with NPCs that truly shine. Each encounter and mission provides an emotional depth that's rare in video games, making every moment meaningful. For anyone seeking a rich and engaging experience, The Witcher 3 is a must-play. And speaking of timeless adventures, Prince of Persia, released in 2003, is a classic that can't be overlooked. This masterpiece redefined action and adventure games with its innovative gameplay and captivating narrative. The game offers a unique blend of acrobatic parkour and strategic combat, with the protagonist able to manipulate time to overcome obstacles and enemies. Of course, this mechanic appears in many games today, but at the time, this game was a pioneer of parkour. But it's not just that which stands out. Challenging puzzles and stunning environments transport players to an exotic and mysterious world, full of dangers and wonders. The time control mechanic is the game's standout feature, allowing players to rewind actions to correct mistakes, a groundbreaking innovation that adds an extra layer of strategy to the gameplay. The combat is fluid and dynamic, requiring quick reflexes and strategic thinking to defeat hordes of enemies. Progressing through luxurious palaces and ancient ruins is accompanied by an engaging soundtrack that enhances immersion and excitement. It's one of those games you need to play to appreciate its lasting influence. The story is rich and well told, with memorable characters and a plot that involves betrayal, love, and redemption. Every moment in the game is carefully crafted to keep players engaged, with twists and surprises along the way. For any single-player game fan who appreciates a good story and innovative gameplay, Prince of Persia is essential. And speaking of classics, Shadow of the Colossus, released in 2005, is another masterpiece that deserves recognition. This game defies the conventions of action and adventure games. Instead of battling hordes of enemies, players find themselves in a vast, solitary world with the mission of defeating gigantic colossi. Each colossus is a walking puzzle, requiring strategy, skill, and patience to overcome. The thrill of scaling these giants, finding their weak points, and delivering precise strikes is unparalleled. The narrative is minimalist but deeply emotional, telling the story of a young man seeking to resurrect a girl by confronting colossal beings. The soundtrack is masterful, heightening the tension and grandeur of each battle. The game world is beautifully desolate, with vast landscapes that evoke a sense of solitude and mystery. It's one of the best single-player games for those looking for a unique and introspective experience. The impact of each victory over the colossi is profound, leaving players with a sense of accomplishment mixed with reflection on the sacrifices made. The simplicity of the gameplay is deceptive, as each encounter is a work of art in terms of design and execution. For those who appreciate games that offer more than just entertainment, Shadow of the Colossus is a title you must play. Fast forward 5 years, and we have a game that closed one of the greatest video game trilogies. God of War 3, released in 2010, is one of the icons of action and adventure games, delivering an intense and cinematic experience. The game continues the saga of a warrior seeking revenge against the gods of Olympus, combining brutal and visceral combat with an epic narrative. Each battle is a showcase of strength and technique, with the protagonist facing mythical creatures and gods in grand and visually stunning confrontations. The gameplay is highly refined, featuring a combat system that allows for a fluid combination of fast and powerful attacks, along with a variety of weapons and magic. The graphics are breathtaking, with richly detailed environments and a cinematic presentation that makes each moment feel like a scene from an action film. Progressing through imposing landscapes and interacting with iconic characters make the experience even more engaging. For any single-player game fan seeking an intense challenge and a powerful narrative, God of War 3 is a must-play. When it comes to epic adventures, Uncharted 3, released in 2011, takes action and exploration to an extraordinary level. This game stands out in the action-adventure genre, delivering a breathtaking cinematic experience. It follows the adventures of a treasure hunter on the quest for a lost artifact, taking players to exotic and dangerous locations around the globe. Combining exploration, combat, and puzzles, the game feels like a Hollywood blockbuster. The combat system is fluid and responsive, allowing players to perform a variety of acrobatic moves and strategic attacks. Additionally, the narrative is engaging, featuring charismatic characters and sharp dialogue that build a story full of twists and emotional moments. The graphics are stunning, with detailed environments and a cinematic presentation that makes every action and discovery feel grand. The gameplay excels in integrating action sequences with exploration, offering a range of challenging and exciting scenarios. Each new location presents its own set of challenges and mysteries, keeping players constantly engaged and eager to see what comes next. For anyone seeking an exciting and well-crafted gaming experience, Uncharted 3 is a standout title. Continuing this saga, we have Uncharted 4, a worthy sequel that takes the series to new heights. Released in 2016, it's the culmination of the acclaimed action-adventure series, elevating the narrative and gameplay to a new level. The game follows the protagonist on a final quest for a lost treasure while facing personal challenges and dangerous enemies. The blend of exploration, combat, and cinematic moments creates an immersive and memorable experience. The combat system has been refined to offer an even more immersive experience, with a variety of weapons and skills that allow for a strategic approach in each confrontation. The narrative is rich and emotional, exploring the protagonist's past and the complex relationships between characters. The graphics are impressive, with detailed environments and a visual presentation that captures the grandeur of the protagonist's adventures. The integration of action sequences and exploration remains a hallmark of the series, with new elements that keep the game fresh and exciting. Each environment is carefully designed to offer a unique experience, from thrilling chases to challenging puzzles. For any single-player game fan looking for an epic and well-told adventure, this is a must-play title. For fans of frenetic gunfights, Max Payne 3, released in 2012, is a prime example of how a game can blend a deep narrative with intense, stylish gameplay. The game follows the anti-hero Max on his journey for vengeance and redemption, set in a darker, more brutal urban environment. The combination of an emotionally charged story and refined combat delivers an engaging and visceral experience. The combat system is notable for its fluidity, featuring slow-motion bullet effects and acrobatic moves that allow players to engage enemies in cinematic shootouts. The narrative is dark and complex, exploring themes of loss and despair as the protagonist navigates through a series of turbulent events. The graphics and presentation are striking, with art direction that enhances the game's somber tone. Each mission is crafted with care, offering a blend of intense action and introspective moments that deepen the story and character development. The soundtrack and sound effects contribute to creating a dense, immersive atmosphere. For any single-player game enthusiast looking for an exciting and well-narrated experience, this is a must-play. And if you appreciate a great narrative and action, The Batman trilogy offers another rich experience in both story and gameplay. Comprising games released between 2009 and 2015, this trilogy reimagines The Dark Knight with narrative depth and an exceptional combat system. Each title in the trilogy adds a new layer to Bruce Wayne's life and his fight against crime in Gotham City. With a mix of intense action, a compelling story, and a rich, dark atmosphere, the series provides an experience that every single-player game fan should experience. The combat is a standout feature, with a free-flow system that ensures impressive fluidity during battles. The narrative is meticulously crafted, exploring not only Batman's external conflicts, but also his internal struggles and complex relationships with other characters. The graphics and art direction create a dark and detailed Gotham, complementing the game's story and atmosphere. For anyone seeking a deep and well-crafted experience, this trilogy is a brilliant example of how single-player games can tell complex and engaging stories. In 13th place, Metro 2033, released in 2010, is a shining example of how atmosphere and narrative can come together to create a truly unforgettable gaming experience. Set in a post-apocalyptic world where humanity survives in a complex system of underground metro stations, the game immerses players in a claustrophobic environment filled with tension and mystery. The gameplay is a fascinating blend of first-person shooting and survival, requiring players to manage scarce resources while facing mutant enemies and hostile factions. The sense of desolation is heightened by detailed graphics and immersive sound design, creating a genuinely oppressive atmosphere. The narrative is rich and complex, exploring profound themes of survival, hope, and the cost of humanity in a devastated world. Metro Experience is enhanced by its gameplay mechanics and deep story, offering a unique perspective on life in a post-apocalyptic setting. For those seeking a single-player game that combines an intriguing narrative with a unique and challenging atmosphere, Metro 2033 is an essential choice. If you're seeking immersion in detailed worlds, Black Flag, released in 2013, is an epic adventure worth exploring. One of the most memorable entries in the series, it offers a unique blend of naval exploration and land-based action. Set during the golden age of piracy, the game places players in the role of a pirate embroiled in a plot of political intrigue and conflict between assassins and Templars. With its vast and dynamic open world, Black Flag provides one of the best open-world experiences in the franchise. The naval navigation and combat system is a standout feature, allowing players to command a pirate ship and engage in epic sea battles. The missions are varied, ranging from intense combat to exploration and plundering enemy ships. Gameplay is enriched by the freedom to customize the ship and its crew, as well as exploring a wide array of islands and cities. The narrative combines historical and fictional elements in an engaging way, offering a rich experience that keeps players invested from start to finish. The sensation of being a pirate in an open world is enhanced by impressive graphics and attention to detail in recreating the period. For those seeking an exciting single-player adventure with plenty of freedom, this title stands out. And going back a few years in the history of the Assassins, we have the Ezio trilogy. Released between 2010 and 2011, this collection brings together three of the most acclaimed games in the series. The trilogy offers a deep and engaging narrative, covering the protagonist's life from youth to maturity, and is one of the best representations of the Assassin's Creed saga. The games in the trilogy combine a rich narrative with refined gameplay, offering a mix of combat, exploration, and stealth. Each title expands the story and journey of the protagonist, exploring different eras and locations, from Renaissance Italy to the Holy Land. The graphics are detailed, and the environment design is impressive, accurately recreating historic cities and political intrigues of the time. The combat system and stealth mechanics are adjusted and refined throughout the games, providing a smooth and rewarding experience. The trilogy offers a true immersion into the life of an assassin and delivers an epic narrative that evolves over time. For anyone seeking a single-player experience rich in history and action, this collection is indispensable. And when it comes to memorable experiences, there's another trilogy that deserves attention. The BioShock trilogy, consisting of games released between 2007 and 2016, is a collection that redefines the first-person shooter genre with its blend of complex narrative, immersive environments, and innovative gameplay. Set in underwater and floating worlds, the trilogy takes players through the fictional cities of Rapture and Columbia, offering unique experiences in each title. The narrative is one of the trilogy's greatest strengths, immersing players in deep, philosophical stories that explore themes of power, control, and human nature. Each game features a detailed plot full of twists and memorable characters that challenge players' perceptions and expectations. The environments are richly detailed and atmospheric, ranging from luxurious and decayed streets to brilliant and idealistic landscapes. The combat system is equally innovative, combining traditional weapons with special powers derived from genetic abilities. The gameplay mechanics allow for a strategic and personalized approach, providing an engaging and dynamic combat experience. For those seeking a single-player experience rich in narrative and atmosphere, this trilogy offers a deep dive into fascinating worlds and unforgettable stories. Which of these games caught your attention the most? Have you had the chance to play any of them? I'd love to hear your thoughts and find out which other classic games you think should be on this list. Share your suggestions and experiences in the comments below. And if you haven't subscribed to the Play Hunters channel yet, don't miss out on all the latest game releases and reviews. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an update and continue exploring the incredible world of gaming.